Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on survival multiplayer with Daggerwin. Just noticed the chicken feed trailer is empty, so we're going to have to go and refill that. That means the chickens will be out of feed, unfortunately. But we will have more in the silo to go and collect, so that's not a problem. I think also the furniture pallets need moving because I think that production has stopped. I was just quickly checking the productions and it looks like furniture productions stopped because of no space for the pallets, so just need to go and push them out of the way as well. Might be able to do that with this tractor, possibly. Might not quite be powerful enough, but we'll give it a go. So we need to fill this with, well, there's not much wheat left, is there? We'll put barley in. While that's filling up, we'll just go and move these pallets if we can. Really, we need a telehandler or something, but might be able to push them. If not, I'll have to come back with another machine. They are quite heavy. Oh, it's... yes. Yes, it's a bit too heavy for this tractor, I think. I think it could push one at a time, maybe. But the furniture pallets, weirdly, are like, wow, you're even spawning now. They're about 1.7 tons each, 1.1 tons each. It does seem quite a lot. At least there's two more spawned. That's freed up a bit of capacity for more production. I'm going to just push them out of the spawn area. That's all I need to do. In fact, I might even be able to push them forwards. That might even be easier. If I'm going to just push them forwards out of the spawn, or backwards from this angle, from pushing them backwards away from the spawn area, that might do the job. It's looking a bit messy now. It's just trying to clear the area. Yeah, that is working because that's just spawned there. This is about the worst possible tractor I could have used for this, but it is doing the job, so that's okay. One's at the wrong angle, but I'll try it anyway. Yep. So unfortunately we can't sell these at the moment, the price is not great. We need to be selling these in, I think it's June, so quite a few months yet to go. But at least now there's space for more to spawn, which is the important thing. That one as well, and that should be enough for another load of pallets to spawn in. There we go. Now we need to get the feed trailer back on and take that back to the chickens. Make sure they still are alive. Keep them alive with the feed. There we go, 12,000 litres of barley this time. As you can see there, Daggerwin has started planting the big field. I would imagine he's probably doing sunflowers. That's probably the most useful crop. Or he might be doing sugar beet actually, because he did just mention when we were discussing today's episode that he wanted to plant more sugar beet. We've already got one field of sugar beet, but he says we need lots of sugar beet because he wants to do some different productions for the sugar. Plan is to install a mod to make confectionery, I think it is, and other bits and pieces with the sugar beet. I think it comes with a different sugar mill as well. And we've got that lovely pink container there to load. You actually do see pink containers in real life though, amazingly. It's a very recent thing. The what they call one container network or something I've seen. Yeah, you do see pink containers. Certainly unusual. There we go, we'll leave that on actually. I think we've got some fields to harvest as well. Oh yes, he's doing sugar beet, so that's a lot of sugar beet then. Between those two fields, that's a lot of sugar. That one and that one, going to be sugar beet. But yeah, I believe there are a couple of fields to harvest. Ah, that one needs, the sugar beet field needs spraying, so you don't want to forget to do that, that needs doing. And then we've got, yes we've got two fields ready to harvest. Wheat field and a canola field. So yeah, loads to do today. So we'll start with the spraying so that doesn't get forgotten about. We'll move this tractor, I think, it's not much use just here. Put the trailer near to one of the fields that's ready to harvest. Probably the canola field is more of a priority. So then that can go into the oil mill production. And then this tractor can be used for the spraying. That will work well. And then that field's going to need rolling as well, that Daggerwin's in. So yeah, loads and loads to do. This is the canola field here that needs harvesting. So I'll put the trailer down here, that'll be fine. And we need to get the sprayer on. We're starting to get to the stage where I think the sprayer is a bit small. Might be nice to have a self-propelled sprayer at some point. But that's probably not an urgent priority, but it would be nice to have. I know self-propelled sprayers are pretty expensive. Anyway, we'll get this sprayer on and we'll go and spray that sugar beet field. Okay, so we've been getting on with the rolling in that field and the planting of the sugar beets, but I don't really think it needs two of us because Daggerwin's got the other one on the helper and got quite a bit of the rolling done there, so I'm sure Daggerwin can finish that on his own. So I think it'd be more useful if I made a start on the harvesting. Got this kind of a field, like I said, to harvest, so that's what we're going to do. It won't take too long, I don't think, because it's a fairly small field. Not a massive field anyway, so it shouldn't take too long. There is obviously the wheat field as well to harvest. I'm not sure whether that's going to be today or not. And it would be nice to start building some of the sugar production buildings. I'm not sure whether we're going to get around to doing that today or not. We can certainly afford it, I think. We've got over $500,000 amazingly in the bank, which is pretty impressive. We'll unfold the combine. There you go. Should work now. Yeah. So yeah, $500,000 in the bank, so we should be able to afford to make some progress towards setting up the sugar productions. We do obviously need to make sure we've got enough to buy the harvester as well. With that amount of money we can afford to buy it today, but we don't actually need it at the moment because the fields have only just been planted, so it's going to be a few episodes before we can actually harvest any. So the question is, do we go for the harvester first, or do we start the production buildings? Probably nothing's going to be able to be used until we've harvested the sugar beet, so I don't know, or do we just sit on the money? I don't know. I'm sure Daggerwin's going to make a decision though. He's good at spending the big money, so not an issue though, because we do need to build it. We do need to get this stuff, so whether or not it's today or not I don't know, but it certainly won't matter. I'm not sure whether they're going to go either really. We're still running out of flat areas of land. so we need to make sure we've got enough space for it, and in that weird lag spike. Anyway, I will get on now with harvesting this canola field. That's the canola harvest finished, and I saw that the money went down by 100,000, so that means Daggerwin has purchased some part of the sugar production. So I'll have to go over there and have a look. I think he's placed it near to the grain mill area, which is quite a flat area. That's quite a good area to do it, I think, hopefully. We need to try and focusing on building on the flattest areas of the map, because we don't want to be building on these slopes because they're not very good, and it messes up everything really if you do that. So yeah, I need to try and focus on building on the flat bits of land. Doesn't matter if there's a slope on it for a field, but it does if it's for a building plot. I think it is flat over there, so we'll go and have a look and see what it looks like. The header can go back on the header trailer, and then that will need to be moved over to the wheat field at some point. I don't know whether we're going to get around to that today, like I say, or not really. We'll drop the header down on that, and yeah, that's going to be going over to the wheat field. First of all, let's go and have a look at the new building. I think we might be able to get rid of some of these eggs as well, possibly to sell them, because I don't know whether we're going to need them all for the mayonnaise production. We did sell a few, depends on the price though. Anyway, let's go quickly and have a look. Oh, this tractor, yeah, we'll go and tip this in the oil mill first. And then, yeah, we've got 2 empty fields here. I'm not sure whether we can expand this one a bit more. We did expand this field over here quite a few episodes ago. Probably longer ago than I was expecting, probably like 2 months ago maybe, I don't know, in real time. But there are some trees on the island at the top and on that side which could be removed possibly to make the field a bit bigger. But the tree harvesting machine, tree cutting machine, is over the other side of the map at the moment. It's over there somewhere. So it's quite slow, it's just 6 miles an hour, it'll take a while to get over here. Anyway, yep, that's the field on the left that we've just planted with sugar beet. So I don't think we need any more sugar beet fields at the moment. We've got 2 fairly big ones. I'm not sure why that bucket is full of seed. That's a bit strange. I'm not sure what Daggerwin was doing with that, because you can just fill the planters straight up from the silo, so I don't know why he wanted to fill the bucket. Again, if you want to watch his video, you'll find out. I don't know what's been going on though. Right, so this is the new... Daggerwin cutting some trees now, by the looks of it. this is the new sugar factory. So, yeah, we're going to be growing sugar beet. It can also process sugar cane. Daggerwin's building a new road, apparently. New access road to this factory, I think. Anyway, yeah, so we put the sugar beet in and it turns it into sugar, which can then be used with strawberries and honey to make confectionery, different flavours of confectionery. And then if you get sugar beet cut, that can be made into dehydrated beet pulp, which then can go into the forage production to make some sort of forage product. These are irrelevant to us at the moment because we're not going to be doing sugarcane, but you can also do products with sugarcane, so that's interesting. But yeah, looks like this is where we're going to be going, down here. So we're going to need the confectionery. Anyway, yeah, so Daggerwin is chopping trees for a new road by the looks of it, which means I'm going to need to probably move the logs and put them in a container. We've got the container, so we can do that. It's going to be a bit of a tight working area, this. It's a bit, yeah, it's quite tight. But I will go and get some form of loader, preferably the tractor front loader, so that'll be this one I was just using. I'm going to need to put the front loader back on again, and we'll use that, I think, to load the trees into the container. So I'll put this trailer in the shed here, and then we'll pick up our front loader and we can take this over to the tree area with the container trailer on the back. So put the front loader on the front, there we go, and go and pick up the trailer as well, and then we'll start to load some of these logs into the container. As we've found out, you can get a lot more money for a container load than you can from just a normal log trailer, and it's a lot easier as well because they just pretty much self-load into the container, whereas normally you have to balance them and strap them and everything, and it gets a bit messy and then they tip over. Is that strapped? No, it's not. Okay, so I'll get this and take this over to where Daggerwin is, and we will then be able to load this with the logs. Right, so after quite a lot of work there, and predictably it was quite hard getting the logs through the gap, but we have managed to load, well, probably just over half the trailer, half the container with wood there, and of course we have cleared a nice track, access track to the tip point of the new mill, or sugar mill, or whatever it is, sugar production factory anyway. It's obviously it's the mod one, not the base game sugar factory, sugar mill. Anyway, yeah, the new track comes down here, past this field, and then up through the trees, and then, yep, and then we can tip the sugar beet for processing into sugar. I'm not sure whether this actually turns it into confectionery or whether we need a separate, I think we need a separate production for that. This must be the sugar mill. And then we'll need strawberries and honey. And as you can see there, that was perfect timing. We need honey, and Daggerwin has just built a beehive. Does that mean then we need to set one of the greenhouses, or both of them, to change them to strawberries? Because that's on lettuce. Let's deactivate lettuce and activate strawberries then. We'll probably just do one for a start. I'm not sure how many strawberries we're going to need. But now we are starting strawberry production. So all exciting things. So where's he building these beehives? Here. Where's that? Oh, it's in the corner near that field we've just harvested. Next to just spawned into the pallets of eggs. I can't move. Let's try this. Right. Oh yeah, it's just tipping that as well. That's another thing I was going to do. Yeah, the chickens need more feed again. Right, so we now have some large beehives. And they're going to start producing honey if we have a sell point, or more a spawn point for them, which I don't know whether he did build. I can't see one. But we're about to find out. When they start to produce honey, we'll see if it's actually going to spawn anywhere. But yeah, that's good. So we're going to have the honey, we're going to have the strawberries, and obviously the sugar once that grows. But we're spending quite a bit of money, and we need about, well, at least 400,000 for a decent sized sugar beet harvester, so we're going to have to make the money back before we start harvesting. But that will be, like I say, in quite a few episodes' time, because honey for sweets, yes. So I don't know whether he built the spawn point. I'm assuming he did. Over here, is it? Ah, yes. Is that near enough, though? I don't know. It's a long way from the beehives. I don't know how far it has to be from the beehives. I don't know. Normally okay, apparently it is close enough, hopefully, anyway. When I build the spawn point for the beehives, I always put it virtually right next to them, so I don't know how close it has to be. When he speeds up time and nothing spawned, should have started spawning some honey by now. I'm not convinced that's close enough, but we'll see. I think it could be a bit too far away. I don't know why you didn't just put it here. I suppose because, yeah, the field's going to be a bit in the way. I think I'd have placed those beehives somewhere a bit more accessible. Like, there's a corner near the track over there, leading through to the cows. There's a grass corner there, which would have been better. Okay, he's left now, so I don't know. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comments, but I don't think that's close enough to the beehives. I may be wrong, but nothing has spawned so far, and they've been, well, you just skipped about 2 hours there. and nothing spawned yet. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's probably a good time to leave it there, since it's starting to go dark now. Well, slightly anyway. It's getting a bit gloomy, and Daggerwin's left the server, so I think we'll leave it there. Next time we'll have more fields to harvest. We've got the wheat field to harvest, and these 2 fields that were canola need to be re-drilled with the next crop. And I'm not sure about expanding that field. I'll show you on the map. Yeah, we can expand into the trees quite a long way, so maybe take this off. Maybe? I don't know. What I might do actually is just drive the tree cutting machine over there. Don't think it's going to be needed just here, so if I take it over there, we might do that next time, if I remember, if Daggerwin wants to do that. Okay, so I've just had a bit of a slow ride over from the other side of the farm to here with the tree cutter, so we'll leave that over here for next time. And yeah, probably hope to clear some of these trees away and make the field a bit bigger, if that's going to be possible. I think it should be. I'll leave it just over here. And I did notice there's still no beehives, still no honey on the pallets over there, so I don't know whether that's going to work, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I'll leave it there for now, and then we'll come back to this next time. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.